Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is February 17th, 2021. So, the top news story today is that the radio personality Rush Limbaugh has died at the age of 70 from lung cancer. And, I never used to listen to this man before, but I do know about him. I know what his beliefs are. He's definitely somebody that I don't support. Same thing with Bill O'Reilly, another person that I try to listen to him, but it just the things that these people say, I just don't agree with. But and actually the first time that I've heard about this guy was through Jay-Z, the rapper. He had a song called "Off That" he released back in 2009 with Drake, and in this song he had these lyrics where he says, "This ain't black versus white, my nigga, we off that. Please tell Bill O'Reilly to fall back. Tell Rush Limbaugh to get off my balls. It's 2010, not 1864. So, and just know that Jay-Z is also another hypocrite. I mean, Jay-Z is no different than Bill O'Reilly or Rush Limbaugh. I mean, this website, genius.com, it gives you the definition of what the lyrics are mean. Notice that up here it says that this is supposed to be the meaning of those lyrics. Just pause this for a second. Okay, so where did it go? It says that Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh are conservative figures in the media who often come under fire for racism. Jay-Z is reminding them that we don't live in slavery times. In 2010, we should be over racism. Really? Really, Jay-Z? We don't live in racism times, huh? Wow. What about this? And just, even though this is the Eric Garner killing, even though this was a hoax, I mean, the people who orchestrated this event are clearly racist. I mean, they had a white officer supposed to be kill a black man, an unarmed black man, with a T-shirt with the number 99 in the back. And just remember, Jay-Z is the guy that has that song, 99 Problems, where he talks about, he's having a confrontation with a police officer. He said, "Oh, you stopping me because I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low." So Jay-Z has a song called 99 Problems, and he's telling people, and he's letting Rush Limbaugh know that we don't live in racism times. What? Yes, we do. Eric Garner, George Floyd, these are racist events, my brother. Racism has not ended. But that doesn't mean that I agree with Rush Limbaugh or Bill O'Reilly. I'm just trying to show you guys how all three of these people are all the same. These people are all the same. They are here to deceive, to lie, and to confuse. It says here that specifically 1864 is the year before the Civil War ended, as well as slavery, through the passage of the 13th Amendment, outlawing slavery nationwide, both of which occurred in 1865. It's possible that, slavery is, according to them, slavery is over, but, I mean, they force us to pay taxes. They force us to do things we don't want to do, like wear a mask. I mean, that's slavery. You're forcing me to do things that I don't want to do. If I don't do it, what happens? I get penalized. I mean, what's the difference between that and slavery? I can't go into a store without a mask on. I can't, issue a passport without getting vaccinated. I mean, that's slavery. If I don't work for the government, if I don't pay my taxes, I go to jail. There's no difference than 1864, Jay-Z. And there's no doubt that this man is just a puppet. I mean, look what he's doing with his hands. I mean, he obviously took the oath of secrecy, throwing up his pyramid. These are all hand symbolism, guys. You guys have learned. All these people that do these hand symbols, these are all Masonic symbols. These people are all under the Faustian bargain agreement. They have all signed that paper. But this man died on 17/2. Today is February 17th, Michael Jordan's birthday. I knew something big was gonna happen today because we've seen a lot of 172 rituals, especially connected to the Kansas City Chiefs who just lost in the Super Bowl. Remember the rapper Chief Keef got hospitalized on his 172nd day of his age. Kansas City Chiefs equals 172. Go look up Billy Donovan's coaching record. The head coach of the Chicago Bulls. He has 172 career losses on Michael Jordan's birthday. But this guy died from lung cancer. Lung cancer is 172. And notice he was born on January 12th, 112. Like our Chicago Bulls is 112. Oh, man, these same numbers show up all the time, right? So Chiefs is also 112. Super Bowl is also 112. He's the former announcer for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? The day he was born is also written 12/1, like 121. Blood sacrifice is 121. And his full name, Rush Hudson Limbaugh III, is also equals 112. And just think about it. The Jesuits, they operate in 112 nations. But he died on his 37th day of his age from cancer. Notice his surname is 37, like, and 44, like cancer. Right? He died from lung cancer on his 37th day of his age. His last name is 44 and 37, just like cancer. And notice chemo is also 44. These are the numbers that we talk about. We spoke about when the actor Dustin Diamond passed away. Remember, I put out a video saying that he was not gonna make it past his 44th birthday because he was diagnosed with cancer. And cancer is a big number that when it's always a big 44 is always a big number with cancer. Always. A lot of people who have cancer or die from cancer, they usually die in connection to the number 44. We saw it with Dustin Diamond, who died at the age of 44. And now we're seeing it with Rush Limbaugh, whose surname sums to 44. Of course, kill and execution sums to 44. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday sums to 44. And of course, this actor, he is an actor, but Dustin Diamond died from lung cancer, just like this person here, Rush Limbaugh. They both died from lung cancer. Lung cancer sums to 44, just like cigarettes. And think about it. 44 was also a big number with Eric Garner, who was selling cigarettes. Right? African American is 44. So same thing with George Floyd, another person selling cigarettes. I think he had a fake $20 bill. He was about to purchase cigarettes. It was something, I forgot the George Floyd. It's just so many cases, but the George Floyd killing definitely was connected to cigarettes somehow. I forgot how it was, but I forgot how the story goes. I know he had a fake $20 bill, which was all symbolism to the Harriet Tubman being on a $20 bill. But he was supposed to either buy cigarettes or he already had purchased some cigarettes. I don't remember Eric Garner's case because this case is actually in my book. Eric Garner was selling loose cigarettes. And Michael Brown was purchasing cigarettes. It's the same thing. They do the same thing in all these stories, right? So Rush Limbaugh, a guy that always talked about racism, dies in connection to the number 44, a number that we've seen in almost all the racist propaganda stories throughout history, right? The Eric Garner, the George Floyd, the Michael Brown, all of them the same thing. And of course, cigarettes is 44, right? I think I mentioned that. That's what causes lung cancer. And something that Rush Limbaugh says if you look up his Wikipedia, there's like a paragraph that has all his quotes during his career. He talks about how cigarettes does not cause death. That people who die from cigarettes are not dying from cancer. They are dying because they were supposed to die. He said that this guy, I don't agree with a lot of things he said. He said that people who smoke cigarettes die because they were supposed to die. People who smoke cigarettes and people who eat carrots, they both are gonna die. And he also says that nobody dies from secondhand smoke, which I don't know if that's a fact or not. Because again, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. But I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people with holes in their throats clearly comes from cigarettes, and those people eventually die. So I don't agree with a lot of things he said. And a lot of people who do smoke who have breathing problems and end up being on ventilators most of their life and eventually die. So cigarettes, in my opinion, they do cause death. So this is what I'm saying. Rush Limbaugh, he was put here to mislead. Another thing that I found very, very, very interesting, right? His grandfather is a man named Rush Limbaugh Sr. Notice he died on April 8th, 4/8. And Rush Limbaugh, his grandson, he died on the 48th day of the year, which is today. And his grandfather, he died 172 days after his birthday. And then his grandson died on 17/2 for another 172. And his grandson died from lung cancer. That equals 172. So this is very interesting, right? Just amazing how this stuff is all perfectly synced up. And another synchronicity is that April 8th, 1996, the day that his grandfather died, that's a day with 37 numerology. Like how Rush Limbaugh died on his 37th day of his age. All right, so we can do the math here. So April is 4 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 and then plus 6. He died on a day with 37 numerology. His grandfather did. And then his grandson died on his 37th day of his age from cancer. I think that's very interesting how they stuff is all synced up together, right? The surname Limbaugh also sums to 73, like sacrifice, like ritual sacrifice. But what's also interesting about this song by Jay-Z and Drake, where he mentions Rush Limbaugh, it's titled Off That, which sums to 76, and he died on Jay-Z's 76th day of his age. I think that is very interesting as well. But yeah, Jay-Z, Rush Limbaugh, Bill O'Reilly, these people are all the same. They all work for the same people. They are all under the same government. How dare Jay-Z say that racism is over when he has a song called 99 Problems? I mean, in the song, he doesn't. A lot of you listen to that song and you probably have no idea that it's all about racism. I know the song he makes it seem like it's about a girl, right? He has 99 problems, but a B ain't one, like a girl ain't one. But that's not what the song is about. The song is about this. He has 99 problems, right? Well, the 99 problems is the racism that goes on every single day, especially when he's in his luxury car with his hat to the back. And he gets stopped by the police for no reason because he's going 55 in a 54, like he said in the song. And speaking of 54, we know what that number represents, right? The same people who script the Eric Garner killing. I mean, you think it's a coincidence that the police officer is wearing this T-shirt with the number 99 on the back, and he's killing a man named Garner, who also sums to 99? And go look at the George Floyd killing. There was a gas station in the back, and it was displaying the number 99. Supposedly the coffee was 99 cents. They wanted everybody to know that. Not sure if I have a photograph of that, but and then George Floyd gets killed next to the police car at 320. He comes out of a Mercedes-Benz ML 320. Of course, Negroes 32. And then they came out with a headline that says, George Floyd's brother on arresting officers. They took a life, now they deserve life, which sums to 320. It's all rituals, man. Just like this man's death is also a ritual. His grandfather died 172 days after his birthday on a day with 37 numerology. Then his grandson dies on 17/2 on his 37th day of his age. Wow, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. And I'm going to measure from the Pope's birthday because, I mean, these are all Jesuit rituals. Pope born 12th. Oh, look at that. 62 days after the Pope's birthday. Sacrifice equals 62. Pope Francis is also 122, just like Kansas City. And funny, Pope Francis is 58, right? Michael Jordan turns 58 today. I want to show you guys this, right? Those of you who gamble on sports, This is actually a pick that I gave out on Patreon, but those of you on YouTube, you can benefit of this information. Go place a bet on the Chicago Bulls. They should win today. But their new head coach is a man named Billy Donovan. Come on, what's going on? Why am I typing so slow? So today is Michael Jordan's birthday. Michael Jordan was born on 17/2, which is today, right? What are the odds that the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, the team that Michael Jordan built, has 172 career losses today? What are the odds of that? And speaking of Chicago Bulls, go look up. They're playing the Detroit Pistons. Detroit equals 37, like how this man died on his 37th day of his age. Think about the history with Michael Jordan and the Detroit Pistons, the bad boy Pistons with Dennis, John Sally and Isaiah Thomas. Chicago Bulls. Come on, I'll type it. Some to 212. Go look up the Detroit Pistons home away record. They are 2-11. If they lose, they become 2-12 away. And it's also 263 days after Billy Donovan's birthday, right? The 56th prime. These Jesuits, they control the media, they control the games, they control the people who communicate to you. They don't control me, I'll tell you that much. But they do control the platform that I'm on. That's why my channel got deleted when I was discussing the George Floyd killing. I was showing these same patterns. He died he died in Minnesota with some to 38, selling cigarettes with some to 163 at 38th prime. And how he, I think he died on 38th Street, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he did. He's up here. God died on 38th Street in Minnesota. It was 38. And something that I always, I love to talk about is that number 218, because that was a big number with George Floyd. I can't breathe. That's what he said. That's what Eric Garner also said. Coincidentally, both of those men, their last phrase, their last words before they died was, "I can't breathe." If you can't breathe, you shouldn't be talking. You should be tussling with the officer, not saying something. That's what I would be doing if I was on the floor and a police officer had his knee on my neck. I'll be tussling with the officer, not yelling out, "I can't breathe" 30 times. But I can't breathe is 218. Minnesota's area code is 218. You guys remember Steven Jackson was the big story in that whole ritual. He called him his twin. Steven Jackson is 218. He was born Stephen Jesse Jackson, which is also 218. And think about who Jesse Jackson is. He's a civil rights activist. Civil Rights Act is also 218. And that's what the George Floyd and the Eric Garner was. There was two civil rights situations that caused for some change in society, I guess you can say, because they both led into riots. A lot of things happened after the George Floyd killing. Right? So Jay-Z bringing up 1864, the year before the Civil War ended. I mean, this is, even that goes to show you how creative these people are, right? Their lyrics are telling a story. Their lyrics are literally by the numbers. But yeah, 218, and death is 218. This was also connected to LeBron James. Like George Floyd died 218 days before LeBron James' birthday. Yeah, I could go on for days, but these people. I've only listened to Rush Limbaugh probably once in my life. Bill O'Reilly, I can't stand Bill O'Reilly. I can't wait to make a video about him. But a lot of things these people say, they're being controlled. Another Alex Jones, Rush Limbaugh, and Bill O'Reilly are all the same. Jay-Z as well. They're just in different genres. One is in TV, the other one's in radio, and the other one is in music. But they all serve the same people. So I'll leave it there. I'm not even going to say rest in peace to this man. See you later. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching.